All right, welcome back to Filthy Kitchen Cooking with the Squadgeman. We are cooking some basmati rice, and we are also going to cook some pre-made ribs that I got from the supermarket. They were on sale. These are honey garlic ribs. Yeah, so I'm going to get these ready now. Conventional oven. Preheat oven to 375, so I'll do that now. So I'm going to start this here oven, 375, and preheat, turn that on. So it's going to take about 7 minutes to get that up to where it is, which will give me plenty of time to recap what we did in the last video. If you didn't watch it, you probably don't really need to watch that one. Up to you. But what we did is I measured out the basmati rice. I did a very large portion of basmati rice. I'm going to have some leftover. Today I'm going to have some ribs and rice. Tomorrow I'm going to make some fried rice with the other ribs. So maybe I'll have a cooking video tomorrow showing you how to make that fried rice. But right now the oven's preheating. So what do we do with the rice? I measured out 2 whiskey glasses full of rice. We're cooking it in a 2-to-1. I washed the rice. That means I rinsed it and rinsed it and rinsed it to get all the extra starch off that we don't want until the water came relatively clear. I should have rinsed it a couple more times, but c'est la vie. So I rinsed it, 2 whiskey glasses. Threw it in there, 4 whiskey glasses of water, and then I set the pot on boil. It's not boiled yet. It's on the heat. That will boil soon. When that boils, I'm going to put it on, I was going to put it on simmer, but simmer is probably not enough, especially with all this rice and water. So I'll probably put it on very low heat. Maybe minimum, maybe 1, or maybe between minimum and 1. And just let it boil for 12 minutes, not 13, not 14. If it's not all boiled off, of course, I can add more time. This is not an exact science because I can't just tell you the perfect time to boil the rice is 12 minutes because that might be 12 minutes at sea level. You might be on top of a mountain in Mexico City somewhere, 3,000 meters above sea level. You might need it for 8 minutes. Or, you might be in some sort of subterranean cave with some evil Bond villain, and you may have to boil it a lot longer. Me, I believe I'm about 300 meters above sea level where I'm currently at. Or it might be 100 meters, it might be 300 feet, I can't remember right now. But I'm above sea level, obviously. That's not why I'm wearing these shorts, because of sea level. I'm not worried about drowning. The ocean is down below. I'm pretty sure I'm about 300 meters above, if memory serves, but it might be 300 feet. I can't really remember. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. At the moment, I'm going to get some of this here aluminum foil. For those of you from the UK, this is the same as aluminium foil. Don't think it's something different. And yeah, I'll get a nice amount of this. I'm going to make a little tray on a tray. Tray chic, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Put that aside. You may not or may not have noticed that I have some steaks here coming up to room temperature, which might entice you people to realize that you're in store for another cooking video later. of a steak fry. Probably not going to cook any eggs because I need to go to the supermarket and get more cheese. But maybe the cheese fairy will come by and, you know. Ooh, look, water, she's all a-boiling. So I'll turn that down. I'm going to put that on 1, actually, and, ooh, I'm going to need my timer. I'm going to need my timer for the ribs, so I will use this timer here for the rice. So what did I say, 12 minutes? I'm going to put that on for 12 minutes. And let's start the process. All right, I actually put it on for 12 minutes and 40 seconds. And the heat is a little higher, but it's a little humid here, not too bad. But I just feel, because there's so much rice in this pot and so much water, I think a little extra heat and a little extra time is not going to burn the rice. And a beautiful thing about rice, even if it does burn a little bit, it's just going to caramelize some of the rice at the bottom and get some of those sugars out, and it will sweeten it up a little bit. Now there's one other thing I can do with this rice. I could put a little salt in it. I would recommend that if you want your rice to taste better, throw a little salt in there. I'm not going to do that. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because these ribs I'm going to be eating the rice with are going to be quite salty, I imagine. And although I don't hide from the salt shaker, it's probably not necessary. So I'm going to forsake any extra rice. Correction, I'm going to forsake any extra salt and I'll just cook it, but salt would make the rice taste a little better. Now, I had a coffee earlier, I left it on the table. I'm going to reheat that now and I will drink that shortly. Reheating the coffee. Alright, so now I got my thing. What does this say? Conventional oven, removed from packaging, blah blah blah. 18 to 25 minutes. Oh my god. I didn't realize it takes so long to cook these things. But if it takes 18 to 25 minutes, who am I to argue? 18 to 25 minutes. I could have sworn it took a lot less than that. Especially since it says right here, ready in 10 minutes, but I guess that means if you have a time machine or a barbecue. I had a barbecue, I gave it away. It was a very expensive barbecue, but I never used it. So back when I had money, I didn't mind expensive things, but now that I have no money, I just get rid of stuff like that. Coffee's ready. I need the kitchen shears. Scissors, we call them. Kitchen shears. Obviously, I'm not as prepared for this cooking adventure as I should be, but for the life of me, I do not see my kitchen shears. There's a pair over here on the table. No, they're no good. These are not really very good, but since I don't see my kitchen shears anywhere, they might have to do. Very strange. I think there is a sprite or elf or something living in this house with a bunch of pot lids and scissors. I would not be surprised. Yes, it's a filthy kitchen, of course. I make no bones about that. But even for a filthy kitchen, it seems very, very overly filthy. All right, I found a pair of kitchen shears in the sink. Probably not all that clean, but again, I'm not going to worry about germs. This is going to be baking for 25 minutes at 375. That sound that you just heard is the indicator that the oven has in fact reached 375 minutes, which means I am well behind schedule. Surprise, surprise. And this video is getting long. So I might have to do a part 3 for this cooking adventure. So maybe I'll end this here and we'll come back for part 3 of the Squadchman cooking video. What do you say? All right, who loves you? This guy. See you soon. Next video. Love you.